Alright, I want to show you how to create a new assignment. This looks like there's a new layout for A Connect that was rolled out this morning. Looks nice. So yeah, this is the home screen, the new home screen, and when you click dashboard, it opens the menu items that were usually up here at the top. When you click any of the four areas into the menu that on the home screen. So down here, remember we said that assignments can be created by going to three different areas. There's assignments, there's subjects, there's classes. So the easiest of this is to go to subjects, and then if you're teaching more than one subject, it's easier that way. And then you click the subject that you want to create an assignment for. For example, let's pick Bible, and then it opens this screen that is blank. It will be blank because we are just starting the new school year or the new quarter. So you come here to the left where there is the plus sign on a yellow background. So when you hover on it like this, or you click, it opens the plus add assignment. Okay, so whether you click the plus here or this add assignment, it should open a window to your right, as you can see. So the window to the right opens where you have to type in the name of the assignment. Remember we said it cannot be blank. That's where the asterisk here means it's required. Description is optional. If you want to describe your assignment for parents to be able to make sense of it, you can do some description here. Then you need the assigned date. Assigned date is when you assigned the assignment, and by default it picks the date when you are creating the assignment. But for now, for me here, it picks the first day of school because we don't have any classes today, right? Don't worry about the due date. Due date is only useful when you are giving an assignment that will last for more than a day, all right? Maybe 2 days or a week, then the due date will be the last day to turn in the assignment, which will display here. Then you have to choose the class to which you are creating the assignment for. Sorry about that. For example, let's pick this one. And down here you see there are categories: quizzes and tests, participation, homework, final, classwork, attendance. So quizzes and tests can be the quizzes and the tests you give in class, including midterms. Participation can be like a group or classwork participation. Then homework is what they carry home and then they submit the next day of school. Final is for the final exams. Classwork is works that are done in class. And then attendance, this is where we were saying that for day attendance for elementary school, kindergarten to fourth grade, they will create an assignment for each subject at the end of the quarter. And that assignment will be under the category attendance, all right? But now, throughout the quarter, you don't need attendance, right? It's only at the end of the quarter when we are preparing the report cards so that we can add attendance points to the grade book. So, for example, let's pick quizzes and tests. The input as here has to remain points. These are raw points. Then the system will convert to percentage and the letter grade. So don't worry about the percentage and letter grade. The default input as points should remain always points. And then here there is a default number. So it depends with the number of questions of your quiz, right? Or classwork or participation, right? It doesn't mean that 10 is the only thing you can put here. It can be 100, right? and these are raw points. So if it's 100, the students will score like 90 out of 100, 100 out of 100. If it's 10, then it will be like 2 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, all right? So this means the total number of points that can be scored in that assignment. So let me create this, and then I show you. So after putting the name, let me call this one tests, and then the description is optional. Due date, I leave it as my first day of school. All right, then I choose Bible as the class where I need the assignment, for. Then the category is quizzes and tests. Maybe it's a quiz that I've given the students. And then points, I don't touch this. It remains points, raw points. But the only thing I can change is this one. This one cannot be blank, all right? Let me just leave it at 10. Then I save it. Then when I save it, it will open a window here. It opens this one by default. This is a Gradebook version 2, where I can enter the scores for each child for this assignment. For example, if the assignment was worth 10 points, remember, and this student maybe scored a 9, okay, and then like that all the way down. So each student needs a score here. No score can be blank. So, and then you have to save. When you enter all their scores, then the reported grade should be able to change, see? So the system gives you the percentage and the letter grade based on the raw points that you entered for each assignment. So the other way we've been used to this one is here. If you go to assignments, now you have your assignment here. When you click the assignments window, and then you can open that assignment. And when the assignment is open like this, it has the assigned date, it has the due date. And then here you can enter the points also, right? And when you enter, the system quickly gives the letter grade, all right? So the letter grade here, for kinder to second grade, they're using the ESN. But for third grade all the way up to 8th grade, we are using the GPA system. And this letter grade will be A or A minor, B, all the way down to F, right? Yeah. So I hope that you are able to see how to create a new assignment. Now let's go back here and go to subjects, right? Then I open Bible. Okay, then I go to Bible 1, where I had created the assignment, and then I click on assignments. Now, supposing I don't need this assignment, I'll have to delete it, right? But when I come here and say delete assignments, it will delete all your assignments and there's no backup anywhere. So you should be able, when you click here after you already created assignments, don't click delete assignments. You can only click add assignment. If you click delete assignments, all your assignments for that particular subjects, they are trashed and you cannot recover them. So be careful when you're clicking the plus sign. When you already have assignments here, don't click delete assignments. You only click add. But in case you want to delete a particular assignment, you can open the assignment like this. Then when it's open, you come here. I believe that's where the delete button is here. Okay, then you say delete. Okay, let's do it again. We go to assignments. We open the assignment. We click this settings icon for the assignment here on the top right of the screen below the subject name. Then it opens this, which is the window for creating a new assignment, right? But now it shows edit because we've already created the assignment. And now when you click delete and we confirm, this assignment disappears and it's no longer there, you see? Yeah, so that is how you create assignments for your subjects. Thank you.